Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your June 2022 love reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call a bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. And please keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Four of Staves. So this is the equivalent of the Four of Wands in traditional tarot, which is Aries energy. This could just be saying that you saw a lot of potential for stability with this person within the connection, and you might have been willing to provide that to the connection as well. So yeah, it definitely looked like you saw long-term potential in the connection for sure in the past. All right. Past energy on their side, we have the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy, and Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. So these two cards here, to me, say that it feels like they weren't necessarily sure how to move forward within the connection, and possibly because they were just so heavily focused on financial goals at the time. So I feel like when it came to the emotional side of things, as far as the commitment, they might have been a bit distracted as far as trying to grow their finances at the time, especially if you look at the color contrast too. Here we see the two people together, and it's very dark, almost stormy looking background, and then here we see at least a lot more light, right? So could just be saying that that was where their focus was in the past. All right. Present energy on your side, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is actually the core card for Cancer energy, but what I see here, it could just be saying that your feelings for this person are actually growing, right? But at the same time, you might realize that they could just be dealing with other things, so you might be giving them some distance, but at the same time, keeping your eyes on the situation, right? Hoping to reconnect with them, but I feel like this is saying that you might have pulled away a little bit from the connection because you saw that they were dealing with other things. Right. Present energy on their side, we have the Six of Cups. So this is a Scorpio energy here, and to me this represents that desire to reconnect. But if we look at the artwork here, we even see that a feminine energy, for example, still looks like she's distracted, right? So I feel like this is saying that even though they might desire to come back together with you, they still might have those distractions. So, this is I think we've all come across an example like this where you're with someone and their mind is distracted, right? Because they're so, okay, they get out of work. Oh, yeah, we're going to meet for dinner tonight. They leave their work early to meet with you, but then they're still thinking about work the entire time, right? So it could just be one of those things where they could still have that desire to reconnect with you, but I feel like this is saying that they still could have that distraction going. All right. Future energy on your side, we have the King of Cups. So again, I feel like you're in this tricky position where you feel your feelings for this person growing, but at the same time, you feel like your faith toward the connection is starting to dwindle, right? Because now we see holding the cup, just like with the Queen of Cups, but now his back is turned to the cards on the side, whereas here she was facing forward toward the person. So yeah, I feel like you could almost possibly even be getting frustrated with the feelings that you have for this person, because you're like, okay, my feelings are growing for them, but realistically, in the reality, it doesn't seem like things are coming together. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So more Taurus energy here. And I feel like for a lot of you, for whatever reason, I'm picking up on the energy that this isn't necessarily what they're actually going to be going through, but it's just how they're going to feel. So again, like I said, I feel like this is a person that's so heavily oriented toward their work that they feel like, okay, any moment that they step away from their work is going to lead to loss for them, So it could just be saying that they're very career oriented. And so on the one hand, they do desire the connection, but okay, if they feel like, oh, the more time I give to my connection with Pisces, I feel like I'm losing out on opportunities to grow my finances, So, I mean, for some of you, maybe they really are going through a bit of a rough stretch, but like I said, the energy I'm picking up on is just more, that's how they perceive these situations. So I feel like this is someone that definitely seems to struggle a bit with balancing, having their work and their love lives at the same time. All right, bottom of the deck for you, we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, looks like there's definitely desire at the very least on your part, right? It looks like you do want this connection to grow. You have a lot of attraction toward this person, right? But at the same time, I feel like you have that realistic realization that it's going to take both of you to participate in order for that to happen. And interestingly enough, beneath that, we do see power. So I feel like you do see a lot of potential for the connection for sure. But again, like I said, it seems like this person just has everything's going on right now. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, they have 10 of Wands. So, yeah, another indicator that they just have a lot going on. They could just be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So, it could just be a timing thing. Maybe this is just more of a temporary situation that they need to get their finances ironed out. But interestingly enough, beneath that, we see the Seven of Pentacles, too. So, yeah, it could just be saying that they might just for some of you, yes, maybe they are going through an actual rough stretch with their finances, but for others of you, I feel more like it's not necessarily that the finances are an issue, but it's just more of they have a fear of any time they spend away from their work is going to be like this big loss for them. So it could just be more of an adjustment of perspective in that regard. All right, so moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording, and here I'm just looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. Initially, I'll look for jumpers, and if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll just put the deck down and pull a card that way, but we'll see what we get. All right, almost at one there. All right, and this one doesn't want to go back in the deck. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. All right, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck. So let's see what we got on your side first. All right, we have risk. It says, I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. So yeah, like I said, at the very least, it does seem like you've definitely been the one within this connection that's more willing to actually put in the effort, right, and see the connection grow. Looks like I said, this person just seems to be a bit distracted, but yeah, it does seem to line up with the cards on your side for sure. And then on their side, we have love. My heart is opening and I'm ready. Interesting. So in a way, that makes me think of the Six of Cups energy, right? Where that is generally speaking an energy of reconnecting, like reconciliation. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that if that's the case, if they are open right now, you just might have to be prepared for the fact that occasionally they will go back to that feeling, like worrying, like, okay, yes, I'm going to put my energy toward the connection with Pisces. And then they might freak out again that, oh, I'm losing money. I got to go back and put more energy toward my career. And that could be why we see the back and forth on your side, too. So we might require some patience to get the balance even out with the connection. But like I said, it does seem like their desire is there, and that card seems to even emphasize that even more. But it's just a matter of them overcoming that feeling of any minute stepped away from their work is going to be this big loss for them. All right, so next we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but here I'm just looking for a single card with advice to wrap the reading up with. Oh, already got one. So, okay. Someone else got this card this month too. Can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but it was either another water sign or one of the air signs. I think it was one of the air signs, but which one, I don't know. So if you're dealing with an air sign, at the very least, check out their reading too. See if they got this card. But yeah, we have serendipity. There's the artwork, and the number is 18. So let's see what it has to say. I'm pretty sure it was a Libra that got this card, actually. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure the more I think about it. But yeah, the relationship message says, Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. So yeah, interestingly enough, that seems like more like a message this person might need, right? Where, like I said, it seems like they just get so distracted and feel like, oh, any minute spent away from work is gonna lead to this big loss for them. But it does seem like there's some potential there. Like I said, it looks like it would definitely require some patience on your side, because even when they do have that desire to get back in, looks like they might occasionally freak out and feel like, oh, I have to get back to my work, you know. So hopefully that message resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.